Right now, fans all over the world are asking the same question. Where will the World Cup 2026 final be played? This is the match everyone wants to see. It's the biggest game in world football, watched by billions. People want to know what stadium will host it, why it was chosen, and what makes it special. In this video, we'll answer all of that in a way that's easy to understand, with correct and current facts. So if you're excited for World Cup 2026, stick around. You'll know exactly where the final will take place and what to expect on that huge day. The hosts of World Cup 2026. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is different from every other World Cup before. Instead of one country, 3 countries are hosting the tournament together. Those 3 countries are the United States, Canada, Mexico. This is the first time the World Cup is shared between 3 nations. Together they will host 48 teams and a total of 104 matches. The tournament will start on June 11th, 2026 and run until July 19th, 2026. So with all this action across different cities, where will the most important match be? Announcing the World Cup final venue. The final match of the 2026 World Cup will be played at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, USA. You might see it also called New York, New Jersey Stadium in official FIFA schedules and announcements. That's because it sits in the metro area shared by New York and New Jersey. This stadium will host the final game on July 19th, 2026. Why MetLife Stadium was chosen? MetLife Stadium has strong football history and big capacity, which are 2 key reasons FIFA picked it. Here's what makes it special. It has around 82,500 seats, so tens of thousands of fans can watch the final live. It has already hosted top events like the Super Bowl and the Copa America Centenario final, so it knows how to handle huge crowds. It's close to New York City, one of the world's most famous cities, meaning fans from all over the globe can easily travel and enjoy the final. These things matter because a World Cup final isn't just a football match. It's a global festival of sport and culture. What the stadium will be like on final day MetLife Stadium isn't a traditional soccer stadium. It's mainly used for American football by the New York Giants and New York Jets. For the World Cup, FIFA will make sure the pitch, playing field, is ready for a top-class soccer game. That means adjustments to seating and field measurements so it meets FIFA standards. Fans can expect a world-class pitch, great fan zones around the city, special World Cup decorations and entertainment, huge global TV audiences. And for the first time in World Cup history, there's a talk of a halftime show with international music stars to make the final even bigger and more exciting. This means the World Cup final will feel more like a global celebration than just a sports match. Why this final matters? Every World Cup final is a moment people remember for life. Think about past finals like Brazil versus Italy in 1994, France versus Italy in 2006, Argentina versus France in 2022. These games were watched by billions and became part of football history. Now imagine the 2026 final in MetLife Stadium. This match will crown the champion of the first 48-team World Cup ever. The tournament expanded from 32 to 48 teams, giving more nations a chance to compete on the world stage. That expansion makes the 2026 final even more meaningful. The road to the final will be longer, tougher, and full of surprises. The road to the final. Before we get to July 19th, there's a long journey that all teams must go through. Here's how the stages work. Group stage. Teams are divided into groups and play round-robin matches. Round of 32. The top teams advance to the first knockout round. Round of 16. Winners move on to the next knockout round. Quarterfinals, the best 8 teams fight for the final 4. Semifinals. The victors reach the final. Third place playoff. Losers from the semis play for third place. World Cup final. The winners of the 2 semis meet for the title. Only 2 teams make it to the final, and both will earn their place on July 19th at MetLife Stadium. Fans from around the world will travel. World Cups always bring fans from everywhere. In 2026, millions of fans will travel to see games in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The final will attract fans who want to celebrate with supporters from many countries, Experience the energy of a global audience. See history in the making. Stand inside a packed stadium full of cheering fans. Cities around the stadium will host fan festivals, fan zones, music, and food events. These create an unforgettable atmosphere in the lead-up to the final. What this means for football fans. For fans watching at home, this is what the 2026 final means. A huge global TV audience, detailed build-up and analysis from football experts, star players from the world's best teams competing on the biggest stage. For young fans, this final could be the first World Cup final they ever remember. They'll talk about it for years, just like fans remember finals of the past. Security, planning, and global attention. Hosting a World Cup final is not just about football. It also means massive planning and tight security. For the 2026 final at MetLife Stadium, thousands of staff members will be involved. This includes security teams, medical staff, volunteers, and event managers. Because the final will be held near New York City, global media attention will be huge. Journalists from almost every country will be present. News channels, sports networks, and online platforms will broadcast live from the stadium and surrounding areas. This makes the final one of the most watched sporting events in the world. Local transport systems will also be prepared for heavy crowds. Extra trains, buses, and traffic control plans will help fans reach the stadium safely and on time. Hotels in nearby cities are expected to be fully booked weeks before the match. FIFA and local authorities are working together to make sure the event is smooth, safe, and enjoyable for everyone. Their goal is simple: make the 2026 World Cup final a perfect experience for fans in the stadium and for billions watching from home. This level of planning shows just how big and important the World Cup final really is. There you have it. The World Cup 2026 final will be played at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, USA on July 19, 2026. This is a historic event because it is part of the first 48-team World Cup takes place in one of the most famous stadiums in North America, brings together fans from all corners of the world. Whether you dream of watching live or watching at home, this final will be unforgettable. It will be about drama, passion, national pride, and history. If you enjoyed this overview, like the video and subscribe for more World Cup news. And leave a comment telling us which two teams you think will reach the final. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.